dogs always get to wrestling when we take a walk. I guess they're happy. Hello guys, David Lewis here. I'm just taking a walk. It's a beautiful day and need to get some little exercise. A little wind out. Very, very pretty. Hi guys, come on. Yeah, let's go down to the pond, see what it looks like. See, maybe if we can sneak up, maybe it'll be a deer or something. Who knows? See those red buds over there? Yeah, pink, beautiful blossoms. Flowers coming out. Little flowers. Oh. It's hard to see it, but their leaves are coming on all the trees. Just little buds. Little white flowers. Hopefully see some kind of creature. Beautiful animal down here today or something. Oh. Guys, I got a message today from somebody. Just a fellow believer somewhere around the world that's being persecuted right now for it broke my heart when I heard about it, and I just want to let you guys know that something, things are beginning to happen. People are being literally persecuted and tortured and abused all over the world. Please pray for this person, that she'll be, I won't mention any names, but just please pray for her. Just one of our person who just had a baby, and the baby was 2 months old, and the government has taken it from her, and I don't think they plan on giving it back. And I'm very sad, so I just ask for your prayers for that person. Come on guys, stay back. I don't want to scare whatever might be here, ducks or whatever. No ducks. There might be some turtles over there. I think that's a turtle. Boy, the pond is getting real big growing. That's where I made the dam, and it's all the way up to the top, so I'd like to go over there and make it a little bit bigger actually. But we have a nice little pond here now. These are water dogs. We got a bunch of water dogs. They like the water. You like the water? You like the water? Are you water dogs? Huh? Bunch of water dogs. Well, those blossoms are so beautiful. You only get to see these blossoms for a week or two, you know. They don't last long. Well, I'm glad I made this little trail down here. I don't keep it cleared out too well, but at least I opened it up enough to where I can still walk down here. Oh, look at that grass coming. And of course the heat's coming too. Kind of a year we're gonna have. It's just beginning, friends. We're so blessed to have our lives and our families, and so many things to do. I want to go get some chickens and some goats and have a little farm, but you know, I've got a lot of things I got to do. I'll be traveling a lot, and I just don't know. I'm thinking it's not a good idea. So I want to start learning to eat natural foods that grow by themselves. Do a little bit of the foraging rather than too much planting, although I will plant a few things. I wanted to do that today. It doesn't seem like I ever have time to get things done, but I'll try to get that done here soon. Nice little place right there. Somebody could park an RV. And if a person wanted to, you could certainly make a well. One of those pipes you put into the ground to pump the water up from the ground there. Wouldn't take much at all. Look at these purple. I think those are red buds. And so, well, I just did a video, just got done with it an hour ago, doing real well. You know, the first part of it, maybe the first 20 some minutes, is kind of a movie type thing, that type of video where I put a lot of clips together to kind of demonstrate some things, because that seems to be what people want to see. They're more interested in pictures than they are wading through hours of conversation, some people, because, you know, not everybody has the time, whatever, to listen to a long message all the time. And I really feel as though I need to bring as many people into the conversation as we can. They need to get the word out. So, try to employ that technique, if you want to call it that, of doing some kind of videos like that. But yet, I still would like if people, you could, you know, if they tune in because of that and they keep watching you know, about 20 some minutes into it, I go into some more detailed discussion about the times we live in and the white hats and what's going on in the world from a scriptural point of view. I think it's really a good video, and I hope all of you will watch it. I really do. I think it'll be worth your while. It's a little long. It's an hour and 17 minutes or something. Can't remember. But go out and get that. Go and watch that if you have time, because it really explains, I think, pretty well some of the things that we're about to go through, some of the reasons that we're going through it. Boy, I bet the bugs are going to be bad this year. I don't even know why. This is crazy. Terrible things that are happening, just the weird things. Tornado. Somebody, I can't remember the town that got wiped out today, or was it yesterday? I don't know, because I just heard about it. Newman or something. I think it may be over the southeast area of the United States, but there's a tragedy. Terrible storms, earthquakes. We got a volcano going off in Iceland. A lot of portents in the sky, you know. And yes, last night I saw this blazing comet or something, or meteor or whatever, come flying out of the sky. I've seen quite a few of them in my life, but this was a big one. I wonder what those white things are. You see that? Where is it? Right there. Can't tell. I'd have to walk over there. I don't know what those two white things are. Well, I'm probably going to have to take this jacket off. I don't know why I brought it. I knew I wasn't going to need it. I don't like to be cold though, so I always bring a jacket just in case I get cold. I get a cold, I guess I'm cold-blooded, I think. That's probably a gift. I think people that are more cold-blooded, they don't seem to ever get diabetes. More like low blood sugar rather than high. I don't know if that's a gift or not. You know, my mother never had any diabetes or anything like that. She died of cancer, but she always talked about how she had to eat little meals all the time. She felt like she had low blood sugar. Maybe I inherited that from her. But she was always cold, you know. And then some people are just always hot. You know, you can't make them, you can't get them to cool down. But for me, that's why I don't really like cold climates. But my mother loved cold climates, or at least she loved, I think she just liked being away from people in the mountains. Best place sometimes to do that's in the places like Idaho and stuff where it's a lot colder. And these dogs love their walks, and I love them too. They just wait right there on the porch for me to take a drive or go on a walk. Pretty domesticated. They just have fun and enjoy their life. I guess that's the way that it should be. Well, they deserve it. They're my buddies. Kind of why they're all females, because I had some other puppies when they were born. I gave the male puppies away because I don't like, personally, I don't like, you know, sterilizing or whatever you call it, fixing animals, even though, you know, I didn't want any more puppies. So if all I have is females, then I don't have to worry about that too much, and especially because I'm out here. Man, I have had this weird sensation for the past 2 weeks or more of these, I just felt itchy. There's something, like I keep thinking there's a bug on me or something. I don't know what that is. And I was real tired for about 2-3 weeks. I'm kind of over it now. I don't know what that was all about. Exactly, I don't know. You know, I think I may have ate some food that wasn't so good or something. But these stones just upright there like that. Oh, but I haven't had a good walk for, I don't know, a week or so. So, this will be good. Hey! Well, hurry up. You're going to get left behind. Okay. You ready? Ready, Freddy? Even though there's no real clouds in the sky, it does kind of look foggy or smoggy. Probably, I think it's smoke. Because of the time of year, I think people are burning grass under the... Around here, people burn the grass under the trees in the spring. Look at that, a little frog. They burn the... I've done it 2 years in a row, and I don't think I'm going to do it this year. I found out that the first year I did it, a field across the road that didn't have it had a lot of flowers. In my field, the grass grew in and the flowers never grew much. So I've had very few flowers in my field since I burned it. So I'm not going to burn it anymore. I still had all the ticks that I could deal with. It didn't seem to really even take away the ticks, so I'm just going to let the grass grow normal, natural. As soon as I can stop here, I'm gonna, if I can find a place to put my camera for a second, I'm gonna take my coat off because it's really already hot. And they found some water. They're gonna get in the water. They like it. They're water dogs. Especially in the summertime, boy, they love the water. It's like they're just born for it. All right, I'm gonna stop here and I don't know where I can put this here. Okay, a little, yeah. I've got one of these like polyester, or what do you call it? I don't know. Synthetic plastic coats, whatever you call them. Little jackets. Man, they get hot. There's not a lot of insulation in it, but whew. They make you sweat, you know, because there's no air to breathe in those. Is it it's not polyester, is it? Forget the vinyl, whatever the word is. Not vinyl. Might be polyester. Use you. Wonder if we'll see anything really interesting today on our walk. I'm hoping to see a deer or something. I always see deer, but I can't get the camera up, and because they take off fast. It's hard to really catch them on camera sometimes. If you've got the camera going, sometimes you can, but usually the deer are a little ways away. And I find that most of the animals, you never see them. It's rare to see the animals. You gotta keep your eye peeled. After rains like this, the deer will be up in the hills, because hot summer day where it's dry, they'll be down by a pond or a creek or the river to get water. But a day like this, it's just rained over this last few days, and they're not searching for water, so they'll go higher. Plus the sun's out, and they like to get up on the bluff and get the sunshine as well. Whew, I'm so hot. Ain't been over 60 degrees and all winter, so it's a new feeling all over again. I feel this beautiful sunshine. I really feel like that heat just makes me feel so good. It feels like my body is just being energized, you know, and charged or something. It's almost like grounding, the sunshine for me. But I love the earth as well. Go barefoot, or you know, just to be in the soil. My mother used to say that she thought that she always talked about getting her hands in the soil. She loved that. And I can't wait to, I really want to, as long as we don't have any travel restrictions right away, I'm really thinking about going to Arizona and Utah, kind of hitting some of that area here soon. I want to investigate a little bit. Grand Canyon. I really think there's a possibility. There's a cave there that I want to investigate, and I've got to find the exact coordinates, which I haven't done yet. And I want to take a canoe or something down or a raft of some kind down the Colorado and go up from the bottom. See what you find. I was watching another person. I think somebody mentioned his name, the Leap Project. Forget his name right now, but he does some interesting, videos and has some good interviews. And I think he's getting ready to make a trip out there as well, which is completely independent from me. I didn't even know he was involved. He was thinking about that. Somebody mentioned it, but I guess they're getting some people together to go and check it out too. So that might be interesting. All the merrier, I guess. The more the merrier. It's good that people are beginning to get interested in these ancient mysteries. I noticed too was that my eyes couldn't take the sun. It was like it was blinding, like I had to squint yesterday. And it brought back memories of how when I was younger that I used to have that problem, and I didn't know what it was. I still don't really, but then I started thinking about how, what is this thing where your eyes don't focus? Why are they doing that? So I remember being maybe 13 or something, or 14. I'm not sure. It was at least 13 or 14. I was with my mom and dad and family, and we were at this Jehovah's Witness convention. See, I was raised Jehovah's Witness till I was, at 15. When I was 15, my family quit being witness, or my dad and mom did. Especially, it was kind of a gradual thing for some of my members of my family. They started trickling and they just stopped going. But mom and dad quit around 15, when I was 15. And the whole big problem really got started when I was about 13. So it's been about 2 years arguing with, they were having elder meetings. I was a kid, so I didn't know exactly everything that was going on, but I was pretty aware of everything, for a young man. I pretty much knew what was going on. I wasn't in the elder meetings with dad, but mom got to go once. I've told this story. But anyway, when I was 13, that's what I was talking about. So it was just before that. We were still witnesses. Went to this big convention, because they have these 3 conventions every year. Big conventions. And I remember I couldn't read the banner down. It was a big convention hall. So I don't know, there might have been 10, 15,000 people there or something. So it was a big hall, a big stadium or something kind of like that. I don't exactly remember where we were, because we used to go every 3 times a year. We'd go to different places. I don't remember where it was. But I told Mom or Dad or something, I said, man, I can't see her. I was squinting, and they were like, why are you squinting? And I'm like, well, I can't see the banner. And I just thought that was normal because it's far away. And so I just thought that everybody had trouble seeing far away. That's just distance, you know, that's what happens. It gets more blurry as it goes further away. So I was like, I can't see that. And I was thinking, well, if they got a banner and other people are reading it, how is it that I can't read it? So Mom and Dad said, oh my goodness, you don't have good eyes. And I think they ran out and got me some glasses, which is kind of interesting. They never, you know, I guess because I never really complained about anything as a kid. You know, my parents had too many problems of their own. They didn't meet any of my problems. So I never mentioned it. But I remember that I'd had that since I was a little boy, ever since I could remember. Because I remember first grade. And I remember that I couldn't see the chalkboard. I could not read what she was saying. I was very shy. Being a Jehovah's Witness in the way I was raised, I was just very shy. Because, you know, we were different. We were no part of the world. And so we never, you know, didn't associate with other people. So it was like they were the world and I was a representative of the Lord. And so, you know, we didn't celebrate Christmas or holidays or anything. So I was shy. And so I probably just didn't say anything. But in my mind, I remember that thought. It dawned, I remember it. I remember thinking, man, I can't see. And I noticed that, I think like the first time I kind of asked somebody, I said, can you see the chalkboard? And they're like, yeah, and they were way back at the back row. So at some point, I ended up getting a seat in the front, and I was able to see better. So that tells me that I had this condition since I was very young, like at least since I was 7, and probably before that, which I think is kind of odd, you know, because they tell you that your vision gets worse, you know, worse and worse. And for me, it just stayed the same. I had bad vision when I was 7 years old. I had bad vision when I was 15, 14, and I still do. And it hasn't really gotten any worse or any better. But I have not too good a vision far off. And some other thoughts that I'd had is that I remember just being vaguely aware that not only could I not see far away, the light bothers my eyes a lot. So if it was a sunny, bright day, even if it wasn't even that bright, just a clear, sunny day, it was hard for me to keep my eyes. It's like almost I needed sunglasses, but I never wore sunglasses. I don't know why, I just never did. I just squinted a lot. Wear a hat or something. And it's like my eyes just wouldn't adjust. And so I remember one time, this wasn't that many years ago, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, 10, I don't know when it was, but I've done it several times. I remember just trying to relax my eyes in spite of the fact that the sun was really hurting. Like I had to squint them, but it was just almost uncontrollable. I had to squint. I had to turn away. I had to shut my eyelids because it was just so bright. And other people were just like, you know, relaxed, and they weren't squinting like that, you know. But I remember thinking that maybe if I just let my eyes get used to the light, that somehow that would do something to my, you know, I would get used to it, and that would, the light maybe would open up the cones or whatever, and I'd be able to see better. And I tried it. It was really hard to relax and let my eyes just relax, because it hurt. It literally hurt. You could feel it burning. And and this has happened several times, it would make tears swell up in my eyes until all of a sudden I could see perfectly, like 20/20 vision. But it only would last for a minute or 2 or 5 minutes, and then I would blink and look away and stuff like that, and it would go back to where I couldn't see again. And there were times when I got really excited. I thought, wow, I'm gonna be able to fix mine. I'll just keep doing this and maybe I'll be able to see. But I never was able to do it. But there seemed like a period of time where I didn't have that problem. Like I don't remember the brightness or the glare anymore. I kind of forgot about it and hadn't thought about it for a while. But yesterday, it was happening again, and I couldn't keep my eyes wide open. It was just too much. And I tried it again, and sure enough, same thing happened. Started to tear up, and then the whole thing kind of got clear. And it was really hard to like relax, and I did it. And then a thought came to my mind, a scripture from the Bible that said that somebody's eyes, they couldn't see, you know, and it says that like the scales fell off their eyes. And I thought, scales? You know, is that symbolic? Is it, you know, did that actually happen? Are there scales? You know? Or a sheath or something? And I thought, well, you know, maybe. First of all, how is it supposed to be translated? We don't know. But I don't think there's actual scales on the eyes. But there might be some kind of crustacean or hardness that happened over time that keeps the eye from focusing, from being able to, you know, like quickly just adjust to the light. And perhaps that would give me the 20/20 vision. And that may be what's wrong. It's just a relaxation, because the little muscles in your eye there's so many millions. I guess there's millions of little muscles in there. They all have to work really quick and focus and unfocus. And so there may be something kind of like freezing it up that has something to do with relaxation or nervousness or fear, like what I was going through as a young man, things that we went through as with Jehovah's Witnesses and what they put us through. And then, of course, mom and dad divorcing and stuff like that, and emotional things that I went through may have caused me to tighten up somewhere internally. You wouldn't notice it physically, but you might be a little bit nervous, or the first place in your body that might actually feel that binding up, that lack of free-flowing, you know, just, I guess your body gets tense. Maybe that's a good word for it. And you just feel that tenseness, and the first place you're going to feel it is in your eyes, perhaps. Let your eyes just open and focus like they're supposed to. And perhaps over time, there are some sort of like scales or some plaque or something that builds up in there that causes your eyes to not open. And I thought maybe that's what that pain is that I'm feeling, is that as I'm trying to open my eyes and relax and let the light in, it's causing my eyes pain. And if I could just, on a regular basis, relax my eyes and let them focus without tensing up, maybe they would get rid of all of them little, that rust, that plaque that's causing it not to open, and it wouldn't focus, you know. So anyway, I don't know. It was really hard for me to figure the words to use to explain that, but I wanted you guys to understand what I'm saying. You know, I think I may know why people can't see. And I think you could probably cure it. I mean, it's been known for years. Even eye doctors used to, instead of giving you glasses, when my mother, she talked about it, she told me this when I was young. She said, back in the day, eye doctors used to get you to go and do eye exercises before they would prescribe glasses. They would tell you to go and do eye exercises and focus by look away and look back, look away and look back, you know, look up close and then focus on something further away and practice that. And that would improve your eyesight. And I've heard many people say there's even a method that somebody invented where they would take basically eyeglasses without any lens, and they would put like a plastic cardboard or wherever, plastic in there, but it would have millions of little holes. Now, if you put, say, a piece of cardboard up to your eye that's got little holes, you wouldn't be able to use cardboard because that's too thick, but something real thin, like a thin sheet of plastic with little holes, and you put that up to your eye has to see, it cuts out a lot of the light, in other words. So you're seeing through these little holes, and it improves your vision 20/20 just by doing that. So I think that shows that the light itself is causing your eye to tense up, and then that makes you not be able to focus. So I think that is true. And so it really does have something to do with, now, you know, vitamin A and things like that, and minerals, lack of minerals, or so now we're learning that a lot of the problems we have is heavy metals in our system that clog things up, plaques and poisons and things like that. But some of it is just tenseness and not being outside or being relaxed or emotionally feeling good that can cause stress. And stress can cause a lot of problems. So I don't think that there's anything medically wrong with my eyes. And I really do believe that I have proven that to myself. But it takes a little work. You have to learn to not use your glasses anymore, and then relax and then exercise your eyes and perhaps eat right and do things like that, and you can gain your eyesight back. I really do think that that's a possibility. Well, it's a beautiful day. I'm going to go ahead and head back now. We didn't see any deer or anything. This is a beautiful field. I always like to come up here. Well, girls, you about ready? You didn't see no deers, huh? No deers? No bears? No turkeys? No hogs? You don't see no hogs? Hey. Okay, let's go. You ready? Huh? What you doing? What you doing? Come on. Yeah.